why I've been on mute the whole time.
Hey, Rick. What's going on,
Okay,
buddy?
let's start this over. You're late, Rex. Yes. By about 9 minutes. But we won't go into any detail, but you have to do what you have to do. Uh,
Morning, Jeremy, Kate.
yes.
Brr.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, Rick. I gotta finish
Okay.
making my coffee.
Jeremy Burt's in the house. Good morning to you. Uh, it's good to see everybody. The coffee almost ready. Ooh, sexy. I have mine with a little bit of lime in it. Morning vitamin C and throughout the day. Uh, I don't drink orange juice. It's really acidic. This is acidic, but that's just a dash or two in coffee. You may never like that. That's fine. I know that's a little different. It is good to see everyone. Lime, yes, lime juice, or you could put some lime slice. I was really big on um, lemon. I was getting some fresh lemons. I bought a fairly reasonably priced bag of lemons, but I won't buy them from there anymore. Maybe I just got a bad bag, but about half of them molded before I could use them. And what I did use was sort of sour lemon. So what good is that? And I've learned that I like lime better. It has I don't know, it has its own unique smell, but I equate it to cinnamon, its own unique taste. And you can add to taste. I mean, it does kind of neutralize the bitterness of your coffee because I do drink my coffee black, and with a little bit of lime juice.
Oh,
Now
sorry about
I guess I'm spoiled to it. Don't bust out the knee. Don't blow out the knee.
that. Good
And I
morning, buddy.
was also saying it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Could you be mine?
Would you be mine? Won't you
Won't
be
you
my
be
neighbor?
my neighbor?
Now,
Hi, neighbor.
apparently, I showed the oldest mask ever found in Israel.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, there was more than one of them uh, because this isn't the same mask. The other one was round, pretty much the same style. This one's oblong. Um, I think they're saying it's 9,000 years old. Stone mask, oldest mask in the world. Well, that's what they said about the other one. So, okay. Why don't they
Morning,
say,
Kate.
well, I guess that's, hmm. But I'm going to base some characters on these. I think that's pretty cool. Uh, or something. Use those masks in a design. How's your day going? Or is it?
I'm just getting started, man. I'm running a few
Yeah.
minutes behind, so I'm gonna have to keep it quick this morning. I gotta go finish getting ready for work, and then
Do what you have to do, you know?
yeah,
We're
I'll
doing
jump
good.
back
Just
in.
just go to it. Yeah.
I got
Just
lucky this morning, dude. I didn't realize I plugged in my phone last night. My stupid charger up in the bedroom wasn't plugged in all the way, so I thought
yeah.
my phone was charging. I got up and I was like on 3% battery. I'm like, oh
Wow.
shit.
So how did you get
Okay.
lucky that you had 3%?
Yeah, because that's my alarm clock. If the phone would
Okay.
die,
Okay.
I'd have been screwed.
I don't use yeah. Well, you just get ready for work. That's important. That's the
Yeah,
most
yeah, yeah.
important.
So,
And I
what?
know how upsetting it is to be late. Nobody ever likes to think that they start the day out at a deficit.
Yeah, it's only sucks to do that, man. I hate it.
Martin
I'm not
Source,
like I'm
huh?
not like late, but I'm a few minutes behind my normal schedule. So
Nah.
uh, I'm gonna cut it a little short. finish smoking this cigarette, go finish getting ready, and then I'll jump back in when I get in the car. Hopefully
Oh, excellent.
I'll
Awesome.
have a decent connection this morning.
Yeah. Yeah. While you're getting ready, you can put it on the charger, maybe. Just don't forget it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna leave you charging. We'll
Are you one of those that are married to the phone?
pretty
I
much
mean,
do this. Like,
you would miss it. If I don't have it right there, it's like I just walk out and miss it. I mean, just leave it. I'm not married to my phone.
yeah, I kind of am. I mean, it's my only
Yeah.
fucking tether to the internet. So
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I guess you would be. Did you ever have one of these? I think I did.
oh, excuse me.
Little
With it.
pull along dog with a little wire tail and everything.
Oh yeah. I had one
I
of those.
think I had one of those.
Mm-hmm.
That dates us, you realize. Older than those masks.
Older than dirt.
Older than 9,000 years old. Yeah. Methuselah confirmed. Is that a death mask? They don't really say, Kate. They look theatrical, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know. They didn't equate it, to a tomb, so or a burial site. So
I'll be back in a few minutes, guys.
okay. So I don't really know. It's funny when artists do that type of thing. They call it a life mask, which I have one when I was 16 years old. I still have the plaster cast for it. I probably should get something more substantial. It's safe. It's just sitting around collecting dust, not here at the house, but in my trailer studio, which is hidden in the woods. Actually, the woods grew up around the trailer. That's the funny thing. So much so that I have to cut the branches back just to get in the door, or have before. But it's interesting that the pine trees grew up and totally obscured my trailer. So I hope everyone had a great weekend. I did, certainly. I think we had a fun time yesterday celebrating Caroline's birthday. I would have liked to have seen more people come in and wish her a happy birthday, but it was what it was, and I think she had fun. And she was busy yesterday, for sure, going out to dinner with her family and eating some good food. That's always a plus. Here's a couple of them. Big treat. I know I ate some chocolate and stuff and bought some stuff vicariously to celebrate her birthday into today. I still have that pizza in the oven. It's still in the box, thawed out. So I will be opening that and making pizza for lunch, I guess. Today might be a pew, pew, pew quick day. Hopefully I get my truck. They have it fixed. I can take their loaner back, which is a brand new car. We'll probably have to put just a tad bit of gas in it. I haven't driven it that much. I have an idea for a new character. That was, I think that was yesterday that I came up with that. I better date that just to, let's see, that would have been the 4th. And today I came up with a story, which was a dream before I woke up. And I came up with this wonderful title here. 14, 26, 9, 9, 2, 14, 22, 25, 18, 9, 7, 19, 23, 26, 2, 20, 18, 9, and 15 with a smiley face. It's code. So if anyone wants to try and crack the code, they can. Chores and getting groceries yesterday. I thought it wasn't supposed to take that long, your truck mount. No, it wasn't. And they kept me there an hour and a half or so. The first day said, well, we've ran into a problem. Maybe it's a rubbed wire or something. So they brought me home. I didn't hear from them for 2 days, which with my phone, who knows? Caller unavailable. I'm sure she tried to call. Who knows? She wasn't on my call list not once because I checked the number. I had to write the number down then as I was waiting again. 2 early wrecks for decoding. Absolutely, Kate. Absolutely. It was all I could do to stick this title up here. There are no, I probably should have put spaces for the words, but that's fine. So I went up to my neighbor after trying to make contact with them and had my mother call them. I went up there and sat up there and watched TV for an hour and a half. I don't know. Might not have taken that long, but it was a little while. And they had to come back from, well, no, it was a little over an hour and a half because they all went to a funeral. Which is understandable, and I guess they had the loaner or the people at the rental place. The whole thing was just a debacle. I mean, they just dumped me off next door, as they called it, and she's like, proof of insurance and driver's license. Well, I have my driver's license, but the proof of insurance is in my glove box. Wasn't expecting that. I bet uncomfy seats too. For what? The new car? Oh no, they're nice. They're padded seats to sit around in. They had some Czech mix that I kind of snagged. I didn't know. I didn't really look that. I just knew they didn't have coffee made, and they had packets. It may be part of the COVID's thing, like someone said. Like I think maybe Shadowhawk said they weren't making coffee. Yeah, the waiting room. No, they're comfortable enough. They have a big screen TV, and both days I got the remote control because I was like there at 8 a.m. on Wednesday, and so I watched what I wanted to watch. And I don't watch much TV, and I would rather be doing other things, but you make the most out of hay that's given you. So it was an hour and a half because of that funeral. I said, and I knew it was coming up close to 4 o'clock. So when I got, and I had a package that I'd had in the truck all that time. Plus, I had another I have a large order to get done today. Shadowhawk stepped away. I'll ask him about Daisy when he gets back. Remote hog. Well, I didn't switch the channels. I put it on one thing and then, leave it. But I did kind of put the remote next to my leg, next to the couch end or whatever, chair end, and where nobody would see who had the remote. Ha! Yeah, I took control. You bet I did. Pops unblocked me on Twitter. Now, he told someone, I think he was motivated by a neutral party, and he's about neutral, I think, in my mind. Because Pops had put a tag on a prize, a comic I was sending, and he was like, you can give it to somebody else. And I said, oh, I've already sent that to Doc so that he can forward it to you. And so anyway, he said, I really don't know why he's kind of tagging my retweet of your show. And he asked him, had he canceled me on Twitter, and Pops told him no, which wasn't the truth. I was canceled by him, unfortunately, for a little bit, but now we're uncanceled and we're on talking terms on Twitter a little bit. I told him I was sorry to hear about his dog Zeus passing away. I can only imagine how devastated, especially at the holiday or any day, any time of the year, that I would feel if Abby passed away. My God. And I think about it every day. What would I do without you? When you love someone, and I look at her as someone, and speak to her like a real person. Now, limited vocabulary, granted, just the essentials. But I treat her with respect and love and always have, and pray over her and tell her that Jesus loves her, that Mama loves her, which she used to stay with Mom. When I went down to Florida, to Gainesville, working for a whole week, like 7 or 8 days, she stayed with Mom, which has probably been the longest time I've been gone from her. And she's happy. If any of you have seen her up in my lap, you know she's a happy, happy camper. And yeah, I want her to be happy. I want her to have a nice life, the best I can provide with her, which, you know, it snowed a couple years ago, and we ran out of her meals that she usually has, and so I had to go over here to the grocery store, which is about 2 blocks away, maybe a block and a half, not very far at all, within walking distance. But when ice and snow and stuff is on the ground, it took me 4 days to shovel out of my driveway. Hard work, many hours. And I knew it was going to melt, but I had to get out. I had to get out and get stuff mailed to get to the grocery store. But that's when I had COVID, and that would have been after Christmas 2020 and the start of 2021. I have no idea about that issue. Yes, we all be there. Had a cat that lived for 21 years. Wow. I haven't had a pet in a very long time, and I wasn't expecting her 10 years ago. January 26th will be the anniversary of me actually receiving her. She was 3 months old when I received her from a friend. I just commented, I would like a dog like yours, small, low hair, and smart. I don't want some drooling thing and something that's going to chew up everything. Hey, Caroline, it crushed me. I bet it did. 21 years. That's a long time to be attached. Happy belated birthday. It's Caroline's birthday yesterday, but we're still celebrating. And my coded title is dedicated to you, Caroline. It's a message to you. Yeah, I'll have to ask about Daisy when he gets back. Don't want to forget to do that. Actually, it's not too cold out there right now. I and Abby's already been outside. I was thinking about what I needed to do, which is definitely the Chevy place today and tomorrow. We lay out everything and then they can print everything, trading cards, bookmark, the supplement, and the ash can. So I'll be a happy camper to make it by there. I should have asked for a loaner the very first day. My Daisy is back asleep. That's right. You do have a Daisy, don't you? I had forgotten that both you and Shadowhawk had a Daisy. I bought a Kate. I bought a. Did I move it or is it? Oh, the big combo. I know you like film noir. Have you seen that movie, The Big Combo? It has Cornell Wilde in it. Yeah. Gene Wallace, opposite of him. the big combo, black and white. How did that deals, or I mean, how did that Dollar Tree for $1.25? They have $5 items now. Go figure, at the dollar store. Yeah, yours is a Chihuahua Diva. Yeah, Bone says I hate Mondays after saying good morning. Yeah. Coffee and sunshine, that's what we all need. And sun's not even up here. Hell, it's 6:18. And all is well. I need to think about that yodel for a moment, Rex. What's this? Yotai? Yeah, is that an L? What is that, Caroline? Now you're sending me coded messages. Oh, title. Well, how did it come out yodel or yachtly? I don't know. Have you seen Big Combo, Kate? Does that look like a title looks familiar? Yeah. Oh, you need to think about that code, that title. Yeah, good luck with that. Just peeking out here, Rex. Yeah. Yeah, I guess the sun would reach you sooner. Hey, it's early, but a cup of Joe goes a long way. My brother's name's Joe. A few years ago, I said something. I think it was at Christmas, because that's about the only time I see my brothers, Thanksgiving and Christmas, which is sad. His job, his responsibilities, et cetera, et cetera. Life happens. Now he has a new grandbaby and a new one on the way. So somebody's been busy. Uh-huh. Anyway.
All right, can you hear me?
I can, sir. You are correct, sir.
Well, you are correct, sir. Am I echoey or am I okay?
No, you're good. Sure,
Okay,
you
good.
sound like you have your head in the toilet, but we'll deal with it.
I'm sorry, dude. You were a robot.
Oh, I said, sure, you sound like you're in a toilet, but we'll deal with it. No, it's just don't hit flush.
Shit. All right. Well,
No, it sounds good. It really does. I'm just kidding. Whoa. Oh, well, there went the car. I hope that ditch wasn't too deep.
No, I haven't started.
Now, out of the 18 large boxes that we've looked through, how many do you think Well, I thought it
Alright,
was
shit,
less
Rex. I'm
than.
gonna have to drop out, dude. You're roboting real bad. I can't understand a word. I'm gonna drop in the chat till I get to work.
Okay. So,
Alright.
Kate, you can ask about Daisy in the chat. Yeah. Remember to ask Shadow. Yes. And if he's going to go into the chat, you need to ask him, how's Daisy doing?
It won't even let me leave. Oh my god, my internet's so bad.
Oh, shoot. Let's see. That sucks. It won't even let me leave. Technical issues. Yeah, they suck. They suck. Well, there's the StreamYard link if somebody wants to come up and have a conversation with me. That would be wonderful. It's always better not to just blather on about, usually what we know the most about. Hello to my faithful few. Please, somebody get that hot photo sex bot for me. Hit them with your wrench. Have to get on that laundry, Kate. Have to stay on that laundry. I might have to make another. I might have to make when I have more time. But this week I had to make some spaghetti, like I did, kind of like twice baked potato. Cook that stuff down for a good long time. Oh yeah. Oh, we have a juicy fruit.
Good morning.
Good morning, Plum.
How are you today?
Never do away with Fanta because I love that too. In fact, Plum's kind of wearing off on me. Although I do love it.
I just forget to change it.
No, it looks good. Plum Fanta. That's good. Plum Fanta. I'm just Plum Fanta. That is a Southern thing.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for getting that photo hot sex bot or whatever it is. Thank you, Kate. It's good to know that somebody knows how to use a wrench around here. And speaking of Kate, what, Fanta, what?
Good morning, Rex. Good morning, Plum.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, dear? Just waking up?
Yes, sir. First cup of coffee. Dog's been outside. Daisy's back to bed, of course, as I said in chat.
You have to take care of your babies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, watching the sunrise.
I said, well, I would consider, now I have always considered, it might be nice to have a Chihuahua. But then I was summarily, no, you don't want one of those. It's like,
No, they're very intelligent, and mine is very vocal.
yeah.
I get cussed out all the time.
I guess it depends on the Chihuahua because I've seen some that just shake all the time. The very first one I ever.
Oh, they always do. That's in their blood.
Yeah. Sort of nervy.
Yeah. I've had short-haired chihuahuas and long-haired chihuahuas.
Well, if I do get one, I'm going to name it Silver Bullet.
No, after Sweet Caroline. You can name her Diamond. No.
I can
another decoded message.
Diamond, yeah.
Well, Neil Diamond, you know.
Oh, Neil. Oh, yeah. I thought you were advocating a marriage ring. I didn't.
You have to woo her first.
I have to what?
Woo her.
Woo her? Well, I try. I do indeed try. Don't I, Fanta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeremy Burts.
So,
Jeremy Burts is indeed in the house, and so is Bone.
mm,
Come on.
so have you pushed anybody down the hill?
I prefer the stairs. It's more.
No, our video.
Oh. Scratch that. Forget you ever heard it.
You ever
Girls,
rode
get
down
back-
a hill in a tire?
Girls, get back in the basement. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
So have you walked anybody down a hill from your last video? In my comments.
Plum.
I haven't
Hello?
seen it. I haven't seen. I'm thinking. I'm sorry.
You reply. You said you saw my comments.
Yeah.
The prank you did. You told her to close her eyes.
I'm going to heat my coffee up. I'll be right back.
I don't.
I remember the comment, but I don't remember the video. Which one?
You're sending her down and telling her to close her eyes, and you're directing her walk, and you're telling her
Oh.
left.
Oh,
No,
oh,
the
yeah,
other
yeah.
way, the other side. And you're getting her
Yeah.
all confused. So I
That
just
was.
asked. That was hilarious, by the way.
I couldn't see. I was.
Oh, you could.
Yeah. No, that was Hen telling me where to go.
Oh.
Yeah, when I first got over to Scotland and everything, I couldn't see a thing. They all had to like lead me around and tell me when to step up and step down, but it
I
cleared
wanted to
up
go
some,
there.
and I went back so I could see it. I love Scotland.
Oh, it's beautiful. I want it's one of my places I want to see.
Next time I want to visit the Highlands, maybe Edinburgh, see some old castles.
I love castles. I've toured. I went into France and all throughout France and Switzerland, and I got to see the one, of course, the museum, but also where they did all the plays and they had actual costumes they saved and put on display. The
Yeah.
Louvre, yeah, I went to the Louvre there.
Did you see the Mona Lisa?
I went to his house down south of France, and
Oh.
he lived near a castle, and the Lord had made a tunnel from his place to the castle. But he's got a huge yard and a couple of his experiments, and then you see, like in the movies, they have like the balcony. That's where
Yeah.
the lords and ladies sat while they played games and whatnot, whatever. He has
Yeah.
that going on. And then you see his actual drawings that he did, or it could be copies. Maybe they're in a better museum. I don't know, maybe in Paris or industry. But anyway, yeah, I saw his bedroom, fireplace. He died in his bed. Good morning, James. Hello, good stuff.
Hi, James. Hey, good stuffs. That's cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, when I stayed with Mandy over there, she said we could take like 2 trains and be in France
Oh
from
yeah,
England.
they have the high speed, but I did the ride, so it was cool. Very cool.
Uh,
This is before. This is back in 2006, so everything was cool. You just saw
yeah.
Chinese people there with cameras. So,
Yeah.
along with me. And then when you went to the different castles, they gave you like a headset and you tell them what language you speak. So you just walk around. You listen,
That's what
to
they
this
did.
tour, virtual tour, well, audio tour actually.
Hey, good
Yeah.
stuff.
They did that when Hen and I went to Oxford. We did the double-decker bus tour, and they give you a little pair of headphones to plug in, and the lady's telling you
Hey,
what you're
James.
seeing. Hey, James. I think I said hey, James already.
Yeah, I'm behind. Just tether me to the back of the car and take off.
Uh,
I'll catch up. Maybe.
Hang on,
Maybe.
Rick. Hang on.
I feel like I'm hanging on anymore. Just hanging on.
You
No,
can
no.
do it. You could do it, man. You could do it.
You can do it.
You can do it all night long.
Oh, well. Well, that goes without saying. But we
See
will
how he
say
see
it.
how he see how he
Do you
perked
like
up?
bagel chips? These are actually pretty good. I tried them. Bagel chips, sea salt. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Speaking
But I'm
of
not going to crunch
temperature,
online. I also picked up some Duchess. You're called Duchess, aren't you, Plum? Cinnamon donuts. Ooh, snack delicious.
No, nobody calls me Duchess.
Oh, yes, they do. I saw it in the chat yesterday.
Oh, was it James?
I think it. Oh,
Yes, St. James. I
okay.
call him St. James.
And we have a Vicious Ink Comics. Hola, bees. Hola, bees.
Hey, Vic.
Hey, Vic. I like bagel chips. Oh, yeah. Crunchy goodness. They're kind of like the Zaway back that you give children that are teething, babies that are teething. I like that too. I used to eat that. The way I kind of got on that is when my daughter was young and they would have some around the house and I'd do it and say, oh, well, that's pretty good. I like that. So every now and then when I see it in the store, I'll get it. But I saw these yesterday, bought a couple. I said, well, what if I like them? I'll go ahead and buy two. Well, now I want to go and buy out the whole store. You know, they're pretty good.
I had
I
cousins that were
just
like
looked,
in their teens and they would eat jars of baby food.
I just leaned across the
Ugh.
counter to the cashier and said, I'll be back.
Oh, bebop.
That's right, James. Last chance to back the copy of Rex's Devil Flyer Ashcan comic. Thank you, sir, for dropping that link.
right on.
Going to lay the book out tomorrow and going to print this week.
Woohoo!
Both books, supplement, 24 total pages, I believe, a bookmark, and 2 trading cards. Not a bad deal. Not a bad deal.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Can't wait.
All for $10 in shipping. So, and then of course, I'm sorry to my international people. I think they actually got a pretty good value. I just vicariously want to see your wraparound pencils. Sure. The link is what was in the chat, but here it is again. Come on up here and let's take a look. This is going to Peter Palmiotti to ink.
Yeah.
He will be inking this. So Vic got a break on this one. He just had to do, pencils on this, but it's wraparound. So it's like 2 pieces in one.
Yeah.
And should look awesome. Let's take a look.
Morning.
Good morning. How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm good. I stayed up all night to get this done.
More than what you thought would be involved, huh?
Well, you know what it was? It was like I wasn't drawing it on, because I haven't drawn it on live streams. So like I just gotta draw stuff on live streams. That's like I think that's my thing. Like
oh. Well, I thought
that
you
I can't draw
started
unless I'm drawing live.
I thought you started it here.
I did.
Yeah.
I laid it out and then I worked on bits of it off.
Right.
And I just couldn't get it. I just couldn't get it to pull together. Right. So, but I was able to do it in the last 5 hours, get it pulled together finally.
Yeah. Are you pleased with it?
Yeah. Because one of the things I wanted to do is because now I know how Peter inks my work, so I wanted to pencil it in a way that was advantageous for both my style and the
And
way
his.
he inks.
Right.
Right. So it's a little bit. I mean, the style is a little bit different than I usually do, but I mean, it's good. It's the same quality.
A little bit more.
I tailored it.
Yeah, a
Tailored it
little bit.
towards his
Little
style.
bit
Yeah.
more. How I would probably say, looking at his inks, a little bit more
round,
deliberative, and rounded, and simplistic.
So yeah, because I wanted. I mean, obviously, I want this to look great for both of us. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So this is
so
this is the bad guy side.
That's the back cover. That's the villain side. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Kate bounced out. I'm sorry, Kate. Hope you didn't have technical difficulties. Yeah. So these are all the villains that appear in Cy Marco, in the Devil Flyer story, the mobster, in Kill Dragon, Blood Dragon, the killer clown from Grave Tales, Doc Blaylock's story that he did, Slaver from Second Skin, which Vic will be drawing, the passenger that just makes a little cameo, and Dirty Joe there that appears in the story that Hockey did, and then all the heroes on the cover. Yeah, it was good that you kind of got a preview of his inking style on your stuff with the Beowar piece. Were you pretty much blown away by it, or by what Peter had done with your pencils? Because yours was a really detailed piece.
Right.
Yeah, we even worked TM in there, I guess.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Silver Boa, which he's just on like the inside back cover, or will be, of the Bog and Sea Demon, Devil Flyer, of course, Inner Man, and I always want to say the Traveler, but it's the Bystander. Yeah. Pretty neat.
What I got to do is I got to scan this and I got to scan the other things. And I'm going to do that.
Which I think the logo and
the inside back.
What's
the big dude?
Oh,
Devil Flyer's next bad guy.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Right.
That, and then if you can, Shelby needs that reference for Shadow's Kiss, which is Ninjetta. And then, and if you forward it to me, I can forward it to him. And also the front view of TM, because I already have a back view of TM, and I doubt I'm just going to send him a front view because I doubt he's going to show the back of the character.
Right.
Yeah. So TM Ninjetta, as I'll call her, which is Shadow's Kiss, unless we change the name, and like you said, the mystery character and the logo. I think we're good on those scans. I think so. You sent me 13 before. Oh, that was kind of rough.
Huh?
That page was kind of damaged or something.
I don't know what happened to that page. I'm like, wait a second, that's not good.
Yeah, it's different than if you're working with another inker that's going to ink your stuff, right? I mean, you have to take the inker style into consideration too, where I realize you ink most of your stuff, so you don't really have to.
Yeah, I know, and I know. Yeah, and I know. I know what I'm doing, right? Like for like when I lay out lines, I know where I'm going when I'm going to go ink them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't expect that everybody's going to have the same idea that you have, or read your work the same way. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, having seen his inks on my work, I have a better idea of how he inks, so I could adapt my pencils so that they would be good for both of us. You know what I mean?
I guess one of my backers, he was like yesterday, said, G emailed me and said, I was checking my campaigns and it looks like I haven't received your book. I don't know exactly how he put it. He was real nice about it. And I said, we're going to print this week. So sorry for any delay. And James Hayes says, what is going to color it, Rex? Or who is going to color it? Well, different people. Hockey did what little color is on the 2-page that he did.
No, I think he's talking about the double page spread.
Oh,
because he asked me that in my chat, and I said I didn't know if.
Oh,
if
I
Rex had a
haven't.
color.
Let's get it inked first, drawn and inked.
Yeah.
Wow. Is something to consider, huh? Because that will be, I'll in deference to John, his will be the main cover, and Vic's will be the variant, but the wraparound variant. Had to consider a colorist. Colorist. I'm getting some leads on some good inkers. I mean, some good colorists. Welcome back, Shadowhawk.
Hey, how's everybody doing this morning?
Late
Shadow.
books. Well, mine
You
is
guys-
not late, Gable. It's later than what I would like, but I made no promises on the campaign. I said when it ends on demand. Okay, I'm going to mute you there, Shadowhawk, getting echo. When I end it in demand, which will be here, we're going to have a closeout. I don't know exactly when. I'll know more by Tuesday. As workers coming to replace my baseboards around my house, remind you I have dogs. Mm-hmm. Yeah, her house was flooded twice by the stuff that came through Florida. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're just getting around to fixing your baseboards.
It's a process.
You got to figure they're all like super with all the work. They got to be jam packed.
Yeah, with all the homes that were damaged.
Oh yeah, I mean that storm.
But she's probably talking about just like the regular. She's probably talking like the wood baseboards. What I'm thinking like because when you say baseboards here, unless you're doing carpentry, you're thinking because a lot of the houses, a lot of the more modern stuff, you say baseboards, that's your heaters, the electric heater.
Huh. That's different.
Yeah, because they run along the baseboard.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are.
Sorry, guys. Internet's been giving me help.
Well, you were having a little bit of difficulty with your phone last night.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know if it's something in the area or my service.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's happening.
I wonder if any of ours is going to work once they go to 5G.
Oh shit, we'll probably all be dead in the water.
Well,
Maybe not.
they're still cleaning up down south. I
I hope
imagine
not.
they
I'm gonna
are,
go into
Kate.
serious withdrawal.
Yeah, they're gonna be
Yeah.
cleaning up for a while.
Yeah, that storm was
They
like
had
half
yeah,
the
they had
size of Florida.
well, they had the hurricane, then they had the tropical storm like
Yeah.
shortly after.
Yeah, they got fucking hammered.
They got a double wallop.
Yeah.
You can, if DeSantis and all the other team had not been ready, you can imagine what chaos that would have created. If FEMA didn't come in for like 3 weeks like they did up in New York after it flooded up there years ago.
Oh yeah.
People were dumpster diving. They had pictures of them dumpster diving because there was no food. You know, they weren't prepared, or what they had was destroyed, or I don't know exactly. They probably just weren't prepared. They're like, oh yeah, I can go down to the bodega, I can go down to the store, get me something to eat. Well, not after a giant flood. Need to be able to take care of yourself in case of emergency. DeSantis was great. Yeah. Is there sun flares going off? It could be. Yeah, it could be sun related. Yeah. I wish that they would protect the grid, because if the grid goes down completely, or a major portion of it in the United States, we're back in the Stone Ages.
Yeah, they've been talking about that for like 15 years, dude, and haven't done nothing about it.
I know. Even Trump talked about it in the campaign 3 times that I heard when he first ran, and when he was in office, he didn't quite get to it. So,
yeah, well, we know what he was up against too. So,
Yeah, it's true.
yeah, I mean, priorities, and he probably thought he was a lock to get reelected, which
Yeah.
he was. He was. He did.
exactly. Yeah.
But can he do it again? Vic, do you think Trump can win?
I think he can. Whether they'll let him or not is a different story.
Oh
Yeah,
my!
Yeah,
So
I agree with that. I
so he
think
needs to
shouldn't be a
bow
problem
out
for him.
and let somebody else run, huh?
Well, they'll just cheat somebody else too. It don't matter
Oh,
at this fucking point.
we
I
can
think
never win again then.
Well, dude, I mean, I'm just looking at the shit that happened with the midterm elections and how fucked up everything is there. I mean, they're still getting away with this bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's
And-
going to happen in Georgia again.
Yeah, exactly. We're still waiting on
Herschel
that one.
Walker's not going to win.
No, you know. damn
Now,
well he's
with
not.
that said, everybody should get out and vote, but they're going to make sure he doesn't win. Space Weather Live says no significant transient or recurrent solar wind features are forecast. Hell, Jim Cox.
Hey, Jim Cox.
Hey, Jim. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning,
Right.
Gable.
Good morning. Good morning.
James.
It's always
shit.
better when you sing it.
Just remember the jingle on that commercial. Or whatever it was. I can't even
So,
remember the
Fanta,
product.
what do you think about my ideal of getting with Vic and doing a horror comic that's not a 48 page, or well, I mean,
A
Devil
20.
Flyers.
You want a 24-page book.
Okay,
Yeah, like a floppy.
like
Yeah.
a floppy, which is still, that's a lot to, I mean, there's a lot to making a comic book.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
just be honest. It's the hardest thing. And that's why I haven't done it before, because there's so many stages to it. Now, with that said, I think I'm going to make one of the best that comes out, but
I think a horror comic would be
I will
awesome.
let everybody else. Huh?
I think a horror comic would be awesome.
Good morning, Jim Cox. Where did Fantha? It's just me and you. What happened?
I don't know. It's our show now, Vic.
Yeah. So what's going on, my nasty girl?
Not much. Just sitting here. I was listening to your live stream. I was listening to the music and stuff.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun live stream. It was a short one, but it was fun.
You start talking politics and you get bounced. When Shadowhawk bounced, I bounced just about.
Wow.
Yeah, that's scary. It was like, what the hell happened?
Well, I was saying I think a horror comic would be awesome.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, in between, more longer projects, but Shadowhawk says, sorry guys, kicked again. I'll try and come back in a minute. Okay, Shadowhawk, now that I'm here to let you in, I mean, it bounced me too. Whatever it was. Darn Slowler Flare.
I'm gonna do a Dark Angel mini book.
Hang 10.
That's so exciting.
I'll have to get with you on ideas, Fantha, but
Okay.
I'm thinking either something I can include with Beowar, like a digital perk, or maybe save it and have it as a printed perk with.
I'll see you, Bone.
Hey, Bone, take it easy.
Have a
Bye,
good day.
Bone.
Or maybe a printed perk with one of my other books.
Fanta,
Yeah.
I'm just going to be realistic with you. I wouldn't even talk to him after the Bush incident yesterday. You don't want to do a book with him.
Why are you bringing up old shit?
Because it's going to come back up. You know it will.
I would love a printed one.
With or without the hair? Do you want the Bush
No.
Squatch?
No.
You want that one?
No.
Go find Thugs in Harmony. Jim Cox says. What does that mean?
It's Bone Thugs in Harmony.
Oh. PC Bone. Kate says. I don't know. I'm lost.
Bone Thugs in Harmony because Bone was leaving and he said go find the Thugs in Harmony.
Mm-hmm.
Bone Thugs in Harmony is a group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you don't mind if my Dark Angel depiction is different than Vic's, do you? Just like I have a different concept in mind.
No. Not at all. I'm just honored to and flattered and humbled. It's amazing.
Now, you still are you still working on the drawing for your trading card?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it.
Okay. You still got time. Not going to launch till March or April. I'd like to launch in March, but we'll see if everything comes together.
Yeah.
Got a lot of work to do till then. Thanks for playing my favorite depressing song, Vic, Tree Goblin said.
Hey, Tree.
Kate says, leave something to the imagination. Absolutely. I guess you're talking about the horror comic. Absolutely. I think you'll be very pleased with the way I do horror, Kate. It's not the bloody, mess that a lot of people do. But it will be shocking and suspenseful and horrific.
Like a psychological thriller?
Well, yeah. I mean, it'll be just be fun. fun stories that because even in my horror stories, I'm setting things up for the future. Fanta.
Yeah.
I have a origin of a character that I'm going to tell in one horror story.
Mm.
Bonsai tree. Yes.
Bonsai.
Did you get any rest, Fanta? Vic said
Yeah.
he did. He was up working diligently, working on the double page spread.
Yeah. Yeah. I slept.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You sound refreshed.
I'm just awake. Awake.
You're just awake.
Yeah.
Toothpicks in my eyes. Keep my eyelids open.
Mm.
I know a preacher that they had to put toothpicks in his eyes so he could see what was going on around because he couldn't even lift his eyelids because the presence of God was so powerful in there. That was that Brownsville revival in Florida.
Mm.
Did you ever go to that, Kate? Did you ever go to the Brownsville revival? What was going on? It was over a decade down there. I went once after it was kind of, it was cool.
Was that one of them Christian things?
Yeah, Christian things. It was in Pensacola, Florida.
I love. Was this a big tent revival?
No, it was in I believe Assembly of God church that it broke out, and they did. Oh my gosh, they had people from all over the world going there. There was one in Toronto breakout as well for a while, and one in Springfield, Missouri, I think, or something like that. And that was a direct result of the pastor. I think it was the pastor going to the Brownsville revival. And then he came home and something similar like that broke out there. But yeah, I think of Clockwork Orange when I think about putting toothpicks in your eyes.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes open. Yeah. Great Stanley Kubrick classic there. Predicted the was kind of prophetic, predicted the skinhead movement of the early 80s, like 10 years before it happened. Now we see like thugs like that in Portland, Oregon all the time.
Yeah. Prominent there.
Vic, can you show the Dark Angel again? I'd like to see what. Phantom, what do you think?
I love it.
Did you kind of, was this kind of like just your design, Vic, or did she kind of confer with you on it? Was she in the chat or up on the panel?
Well, she watched me draw it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was all him.
Do you have skulls on the bra, or what's on the bra? What's the pattern?
Roses.
Oh, roses. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. You see something like that in old westerns.
Ooh.
Yeah. A little bit of, there's some, it's saucy, but there's a little bit of class there too.
Oh, I like it. Yeah.
I do too. I love it.
What do you love about it, though?
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has the hair down in your face?
Yeah.
Because let's face it, he's probably drawing you, right?
Think so.
Yeah. Is that kind of Fanta as the Dark Angel, Vic?
Yeah. I used I used a picture of Vanta to model the face after. Sure. Yeah. To model the face and the hair. Yeah.
I'd smang it.
She's even got my lip ring. You see it?
Oh, really? I didn't know you had a lip ring.
Yeah.
Huh.
She got a tongue ring too. She naughty.
I don't have a tongue ring. Not that brave.
I've seen
You
some
do in
people.
my you do in my dreams.
Okay.
All right. I'm just kidding.
Shadowhawk says, "Well, poop. I'll be listening. All hope to see you all this afternoon."
I
Sir.
tortured her enough yesterday. I'm not
Yeah.
going to torture her with
I'll pick up where you left off.
Okay, good.
No rest for the wicked.
Oh my! Wow,
What did we do to her yesterday? Oh my god, we were horrible to her
it was
yesterday.
bush squatch or something, right?
Snatch, squatch.
That's squatch. Okay.
Snatch squatch.
Hmm.
Gonna get my channel struck.
Oh, I didn't get mine, so you're good.
If you
And
saw,
and Dark
Yeah.
Fanta booty. Dark
Uh-huh.
Fanta booty.
your booty look like that Fanta.
Let me see.
Blind girl walking.
Possibly. I can't see my booty.
Oh,
Behind me.
yeah. I mistreat it all the time. I sit on it.
But yeah, we're gonna make Snatch Squatch into a
They
comic
do make
book.
things called mirrors. Will that be like Shinobi Sasquatch?
No.
Okay.
It's a whole other thing, Rex. A
Oh.
whole other thing.
All right.
I mean,
I just know I've heard some people saying, I wonder if that project's ever going to come out. You know.
I don't know.
I'm happy
That's
with
one of the
whatever.
ones we kind of still hold out hope for because it looks so good.
Yeah.
I love Rob Willis's artwork. I don't know what happened between the two of them.
Yeah.
That
It
caused
does
the
look great.
situation.
I did consider backing it, you know. I'm glad I didn't, though. And I guess it's still in demand, isn't it? Or
I
has
think
it
so.
ended?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of stupid not to have it in demand. I mean,
Yeah.
when the book comes out, it's going to be worth having. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's just I feel
Right.
bad for like all the people that backed it. You know, right at the beginning. I feel bad for both the writer and the artist on it because that has kind of hurt both of them. You know, a bit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you've ever talked with Rob. Rob's a great guy to talk to, you know.
How
Talk to
long has
him.
it been?
That was one of the first. I'd say it's been
2019, maybe?
3 years, 4 years.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
It's one of the most overdue books.
Shadowhawk backed it, I think. He says it's been 3 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think he told me he backed it. I'd be surprised if he didn't.
Well, yeah. I mean, Rob Willis's artwork's right up Shadow's alley because it's fantastic. You know,
Yeah.
it's stellar art. You know.
Does he have a channel? Do both of them have a channel?
I don't.
I would hope so.
Yeah, I don't know. So Rob Willis. There's two people, especially from that era of CG,
Early CG, yeah.
that I felt were like these two dudes are pro level. You know what I mean? And everybody else is trying to catch up to pro level, but these two dudes were pro level, and that would be Rob Willis and Keenan White. you know.
What about Rocaford?
Well, Rocafort was a pro. Rocafort worked for Wildstorm back in the day. Also worked for I think he did some Image. He did I don't know if he worked for Marvel. He worked for a long time for DC Comics. Yeah, but Rocafort's been around a long time. Who did he? What did he work? No, he worked for Top Cow. Top Cow. Do you remember? Do you remember a series that Top Cow started? Mark Silvestri, I think, drew like one book, and then passed it off.
Yeah.
Which was kind of typical for Mark Silvestri. Like he'd do one book and then pass off the title to other people to draw.
Yeah. I guess he was kind of setting the look
Setting
of
the
the
pace,
book.
right?
Yeah.
Do you remember a book called Hunter Killers?
Yeah, I think I had some Hunter Killers. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
They even did a Hunter Killer sketchbook, I think, in kind of comic book form.
Yeah, Rocafort drew a bunch of that.
Okay.
At least a few issues of it. Yeah.
I never saw it when it came out, but I did buy like the sketch comic book, I think, and maybe something else on that. Who knows? I might even have one signed by him, but bought them off eBay about 2 years ago.
The only comics I'll have are the ones I've back through CG.
Well, you'll be getting the Devil Flyer Ash Can, the supplement, trading cards, and a bookmark pretty soon, and a bunch of other stuff that I owe you.
Yeah.
Shadowhawk says,
a book full of my artwork.
yeah. The only thing he didn't do in that book is the content page, and might even have something on that. And the cover.
Front cover. Yeah.
Shadowhawk says Rob is fantastic. It just sucks for people to have to wait so long. I think Rob had some personal stuff to deal with, but that's going to hurt on his next go around. And I think COVID was probably a factor with some people.
Well, definitely. I mean, no, definitely.
Like,
when COVID hit, that definitely,
like the creator of Hybrids, he got COVID real bad.
Yeah,
I think it was Hybrids.
Luke Stone, yeah. He got.
Oh, was that Luke? Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Okay. And what's Luke Stone's project now that he's doing?
He's doing that one with Piper and Dillard.
Rift Rider?
Rift Riders.
Yeah, Rift Riders. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think wasn't Piper on EVS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got them past funding, got them to like 10 grand in one night.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Basically got them like 5 grand almost.
Yeah.
In one night. Yeah.
That's star power there.
That's the power of being on EVS.
Well, that's getting eyes on your project. He draws a lot of eyes. I mean, 1,500 people sometime on a stream. So
yeah.
You want as many eyes on your project as possible. And then, of course, he's talking about Sugar Chris will be streaming tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central Time. Mark your calendars. Oh, and good morning, Power Rider says.
And good morning.
Hey, PayPal.
Hey, PayPal. I'm going to get another cup of coffee.
Okay.
Be right back.
Hey,
Okay.
PP. What's going on, PP?
Oh, jeez. PP. 'Cause 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 'C
He's gonna hate me for that. I can't wait to see what he cooks up, though. Did you know that Pale Rider is working on a Beowar painting?
No, I did not.
Yeah. Pale Rider says, "Hey,
Uh,
Snap Squatch."
I did. Hey, pal.
Snatch Squatch. I don't know. I'm in a good mood, kind of, sort of.
You're in a good mood, kinda, sorta.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm in a good mood.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm tired as fuck. I don't know why I'm even still awake.
Mm.
I got 3 hours of sleep yesterday, but it was like typically if I get 3 or 4 hours, I'm like I feel okay. I feel kind of well rested. Yesterday, it was like I woke up and it was like, oh my god, I felt like I hadn't slept at all. You know,
Yeah.
it was like, oh, that was horrible.
Were you restless?
I must have been. I don't know.
Like tossing and turning and stuff?
I never remember if I do toss and turn. I never remember it.
Mm.
Like unless I'm woken up.
Yeah.
His pants are like a gray leather. Everything is like different shades of gray leather. So like his belt is like a gray leather. His pants are like a gray leather. His boots are like a slightly darker gray leather. I would say like his boots and his pants probably match the same dark gray leather.
Mm.
And his pants are like a lighter gray leather. I figured that would be like that's one of the things I put into the design that I felt would like separate him visually from Conan, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so stoked, man. I can't wait to see what you cook up, bro.
Yeah. It's gonna be awesome.
It really is. It really, really is. Good morning, Timothy Olson.
Hey, Timothy.
Now, Timothy, you're not going to come start trouble today, are you?
Not Timothy.
No, not our Timothy.
Bill says hopefully it turns out good. I'm sure it will.
Oh, I'm sure it will, dude. I got faith in
Timothy.
you, Pale Rider.
Timothy says, me? Nah.
I got faith in you, PP.
Oh my goodness. I did not do that. That's all Vic.
Fanta told me to call you PP,
No, I did not.
short for PayPal.
No.
She said, call him PP. I was like, oh, really? You want me to call another man PP? All right.
I didn't. He's laughing. I think he believes me.
I got that, Tim. I got that. That's funny.
I don't get it. That's okay. James sharing links. I didn't read the what James put. Did you? Timothy Olson, drama king, creator of Melvin 2. And he says, "Yes, James, all shall bow before me." Didn't see Mark in your chat this morning.
Huh?
I said I didn't see Mark in your chat this morning.
He was no, he wasn't there today. I started real late. I started at like almost 3:00
Yeah.
in the morning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like not so there were a lot of people who didn't show up. Because they weren't. By that time, you're like, oh no, that person's not going to be streaming. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But you had like over 20 people in there at one point. Like after you first started. I was like, dang.
Yeah. I had 20 people for quite a while.
Yeah.
And then it dropped to like 17, and it stayed 17 for quite a while.
Yeah.
It really wasn't until the last half hour that it dropped down to like 12 people. So I mean that's pretty good for starting to stream at like 2:30 in the morning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah. You know what? Like, my regular views are growing. So like even on a stream like that gets taken down, I'll still have like 200 views.
Yeah.
And that's pretty good. Some of my streams have 300 and some views. So
Yeah.
which is, I mean, considering my live streams are so freaking long, you know what I mean? Like that's actually really good.
Yeah. I've gone back and watched some that I missed.
Timothy Olson says, yes, James, all shall bow before me. Dramatically.
Yeah.
Pee-Pee's implying that you had to go pee-pee.
Who is?
He says your coffee must have kicked in.
Well, it takes a minute to brew it, even though I had the grounds already in there. I had to add water and lime and all that good stuff. And checked outside. It's kind of misting rain. Gave Abby some water. Her water bowl was low. So, yeah. And yes, I took a leak. After that 30-hour stream, I have a peanut butter jar in there. And yeah, it's good for streams. Works for me. Instead of having to go to the bathroom. It takes more time to go to the bathroom. Just dump it out.
Yeah.
Is that weird?
I have no idea because I don't know. Answer, is that weird?
TM is an interesting looking character, even if the name is totally lame. Well, that's just a placeholder. He tells the other heroes his name is TM.
Yeah, I mean, I like him more and more. I wasn't a super fan at first. You know what I mean?
With the whole look?
I just wasn't a super fan at first. Yeah.
Right.
but the more I've drawn them, yeah, no, I'm beginning to dig them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he'll be a total badass once he starts lopping into people, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And you know the backstory on him, and so does Fanta.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and when you spring that,
Yeah.
that's an entirely different, ball of wax right there.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And so, we'll be doing a TM story here pretty soon. Can't tell you when it's going to see print because, of course, but it'll be after Devil Flyer because he was a late edition.
Yeah, Rex has got
I
400.
might be able to work him into Devil Flyer 1
Yep.
in the second skin story, a cameo or something. I'm sorry, I cut you off, Vic. Go ahead. Rex has got something. Rex has got something going.
Oh, you got like 575 characters.
Well, no, not quite that many, but I have enough to keep us busy for a while. That's for sure. In and around anybody's mouth, if they so desire.
So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to dip out early and
Yeah.
go and get some sleep. And then this afternoon when I wake up, I'm going to scan, get those scans done and get those over to you before I come on your stream this afternoon.
Excellent.
So,
James Hayes says, I'm just kidding, Rex, over the guessing game. Does TM kill others? Oh, yes. Yes. He's a total badass.
He's a total badass.
He's a badass, yeah. And he's got a backstory. You'll learn. It'll happen. But
You're gonna
again,
learn today.
you won't learn today. That's right.
No, you're
See-
gonna learn today.
See, I would if I was you, right? Like, I don't know. No, because you haven't been a good guy at first. I was gonna say, like, because I thought of this before. I was like, his name would be really cool if it was like Total Murder,
Yeah. Well, he'll need another name it's not too late to just call him that out of the gate, really. I mean, it was good for the contest. But yeah, in the book, it could be Total Murder or something like that. I certainly have a plethora of TM names to pick from. I did write down some of the best ones. And it doesn't even have to remain TM. It could be, if it was TL, they would have been saying it was totally lame. So he isn't a true superhero, more an anti-hero in Iron Age style.
Well,
Yeah.
you'll have to read it to find out.
I would say that, it's
I think that's a good assessment.
It's a good assessment for what you know, James, but it goes deeper than that.
More an anti-hero in an Iron Age style, yeah.
Yeah. Now, what does he mean by Iron Age? Kind of like steampunk is a type of thing, a genre.
We're in the Iron Age now.
We're in the Iron Age of comics?
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Okay. Huh. Iron Age.
Because everything's totally metal.
Yeah.
No,
Well-
I'm not sure what he's referring to, but I have heard people refer to what we're doing now as the Iron Age.
Well, like the 80s was the Copper Age, and then I just hear Modern Age after that. I thought we were in the Modern Age, but now we're hearing Iron Age. Okay.
I've heard him say it on John Malin's channel.
What are we going to be in next? The nickel or tin age? I mean, we've had the golden age, the silver age, the bronze age.
Stone Age.
Well, that, yeah. I mean, a lot of people would like to equate that to me. Rex the T-Rex. Yeah, you'll be getting your card tablets soon in the mail, which cost, a lot of money to mail because they're heavy. Now, what is this character, Vic?
Oh, this is an Amazon piece that I'm
Oh,
working
yeah,
on.
yeah. The crouching one. Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be Nox is going to be up here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see him now. Yeah. Nox. Yeah. Nox Chibi, Nox Plushie. Huh, Plum? Huh, Plum?
Yep, yep.
Yep. Nox. Yeah, I would buy one of those. I really
I
would.
would.
Yeah.
I hope they do that with the Chibi on Frog G too. I'd like to have a Nox one, a little Frog G. That'd be awesome.
So demanding. But that's how you sell stuff. That and go on EVS. 5,000.
Well, we just got to find an alternative to EVS. You're not.
Yeah.
People. We're not going to get on EVS anytime soon.
Right.
So we just need to come up with an alternative to reach 1,500 people at a time. You know what I mean?
Right.
There has to be something that we're not doing just yet, and I'm trying to figure it out because I got to reinvigorate Beowar too.
Can you do your hair again? Your hair flip again? Yeah, we don't have Manticore around to do hair flips anymore. So
I wanted to show you. I framed my stuff from Ink Spots.
Oh, snap. Wow.
Yeah.
That's great little collection. Check that out.
The little doodle he did on the envelope, my Froggy
Yeah.
bookmark, and the Roach Balls signed card.
Hell yeah. Hells yeah. Don't throw that away.
Oh, never.
That's great, Fanta.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful little collection.
Yep.
Well, all right, Vic. Get some rest.
Alrighty, guys.
Try anyway. I know it's easier said than done sometimes. Thanks for all your hard work overnight,
Well, I wanted to make sure I promised it to you, and I was just it was just like such a I was so stuck, and then I was like, the only thing that I haven't tried yet was just drawing it live, and so I was like, because I was sitting there trying to draw it all night, and it was like it's not working. I was like, no, screw this. I'm just gonna go live, and that'll
is that when you came up with the idea to kind of tailor make it to his style somewhat?
No, I had been working it that way.
Yeah.
But it was just trying to pull the whole piece together,
So you live streamed last night? I didn't notice you live streamed.
Yeah, it was for just under 5 hours or something like that.
Okay.
I started at 2:30, like 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I was sleeping. I have a coffee thing to do. So comics from the 80s. Comics from the 80s are often called the Iron Age.
Oh, really?
So I've always heard the Copper Age. But
yeah.
A period between Bronze Age and the Modern Age. Classic heroes were placed as anti-hero. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, you had Batman Dark Knight. You had you had the Watchmen, among others. Batman kind of became who else became? Oh, you had Wolverine, I guess, in a way. Punisher. Yeah. I guess I have heard that. It's called the Iron Age. Yes. Butch Cleaver.
This Butch Cleaver. I love this Butch Cleaver piece. I do.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna scan in a bunch of the stuff that I've been doing, and and post it up to when I do
Might
my
as well,
scanning.
if you have to rewire every time you do that, you might as
Yeah.
well go.
I'm gonna
Okay.
try and get as much scanning done as I can this
Yeah.
afternoon of everything.
And then after you scan it, you say you go in a program and kind of clean things up sometimes.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
but you can do that at a later date after you get the scans, right?
Yeah. Just as long as I get the scans in. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
That's the
not like,
important
well, I have to scan one, fix it with the
Yours
program.
I will clean. Yours I will have cleaned up,
Yeah.
ready for you. So
Okay. Yeah, I hope everything goes well tomorrow. Get it laid out and get it printed by the end of the week. Hopefully. Of course, they have to do 2 books, bookmark and 2 trading cards. So I'll get it out to people just as soon as I get it in my grubby little hands. Good thing is it's only about 2 miles down the road. So once they say they're printed, they're here, I can drive over and get them and start fulfilling.
Yeah.
And it's not like I have 3,000. Hello, Hen. Good morning.
Hey, Hen. Good morning.
good morning, Hen. Good night, Hen.
Yes, Vic's going to go to sleep or try to. We all need our rest.
So yeah, I'll be in touch with you later.
Sounds great.
And yeah. It's gonna be phenomenal.
It's going to be fantastic.
Fantastic.
Phantasmagorical.
Excelsior.
I think I might even go out and pick up a bottle of rum to celebrate tonight.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
Yes. We'll have the whole issue. We'll have the whole first issue of Snatch Squatch drawn.
Oh, jeez. If you make a story out of that, it'll be awesome.
He will.
It's gonna be awesome, but it's
Fanta will be your #1 backer, ironically.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy all of them.
Buy all of them and burn them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is there any way that we can get a screen capture of your face, Fanta, for the book? For the Just Jacket of the book?
Like the one, my icon right there?
Well, your icon is a white nipple right
Yeah.
there.
Oh, sorry. Let me fix it.
Yeah. I don't think we could put that on there. It'd be pornographic at that point.
We can. Yeah, there we go. We're going to use the Nike. The Nike Fanta. Yeah.
I can send you the picture.
Oh, please do.
It's not Nike, though.
The way it's cropped, though, it looks like you're shirtless. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
All right. I love you guys. I love the chat. Everybody, I will talk to you later.
Carrie says hi to you, and Hen says afternoon and sweet dreams, Vic.
Thank you, Hen. You're a sweetie.
Night.
Aw, what?
Did you do that or did he do that?
Oh, I did that.
Oh.
Back of your knee. Bam. In and around the back of your knee.
Oh my goodness. Hey, Carrie.
But you really can't call it a knee. It would be like the bend of your leg, right?
I guess so.
Yeah. Because your knee's your knee. Your elbow's your elbow. But what's the opposite of your elbow? The bend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hen, do you come to scare the panelists? Laugh out loud. Wow. Carrie said that. IFG, you are curious about the Iron Age of comics. Okay. Yeah. TV tropes. Yeah, James, I'll check that out. Let me see here. Make sure I'm not watching my own stream. So here we go. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. 6 of you have. I make 7. Reed Richards is useless. Oh, okay. So this deals with tropes, TV tropes. So, oh, I guess this is kind of formatted like Wikipedia. Interesting. I'll have to take a look at this. Nice John Byrne, Fantastic Four drawing there. Are you doing the noise, Plum? I guess you are. I was thinking that
No.
that was. I was thinking that was Vic. You know, sometimes he taps his pen on the table and
might-
stuff while he's thinking.
It might
No.
be the fan.
Oh,
I
I
don't
bet
know.
that's what it is. The fan. Do you have a little pull string that kind of swings around and around with it?
Yeah, the little chain.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I recognize that. Yep.
Hen, don't go. Carrie was joking.
Oh, and I'm just joking. Yeah, she says she's just joking. Yeah. I will leave now.
Mm.
Yeah, it's about 30, about 30 minutes. The Chevy place will be open, but I don't expect them to have it finished. So I'll call them later today. But
Oh, you still don't have your truck back?
no, I have a loaner, brand new Camry.
And they were only putting a camera in your truck?
Well, the radio controls it, and I was suspecting that there was something wrong with my radio from the very beginning since I got the car or the truck.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess it sends a signal or something, and something's wrong. So they had to wait on to get the radio, but they, I guess, have it today, install it today. Probably already have the camera in and sync it up with the camera, however that works.
Yeah.
And maybe good to go. So I was glad to take care of that problem because I did suspect something was wrong with the radio, but it was kind of minor inconvenience. Why won't this thing work the way I think it should?
Yeah.
Push the button and there's delay, or push the button and does nothing. You push it 2 or 3 times, finally does it what you want it to do. I don't know. But get that replaced, get the camera replaced in the back so that I can have that screen when I back up. Which the great thing is when I back out from my house, I have a double wide road.
Mm-hmm.
So there's plenty of space if somebody had to go around you, or if you had a yard sale, it really provides people could park on the side of the road and not impede traffic really. And the reason it's double wide in front of my house is it starts out and ends almost just short of my property. We have a medium with pine trees.
Okay.
And I don't know who's been cleaning it up. I don't know if the neighbors chip in. I've seen, but they've kind of cleaned it up. They've come and I think cut down a tree or two that looked like it was dead. Or when I first moved in, there's one that comes down about 6 houses maybe, and then there's a turnaround, and there's a shorter medium that had 3 trees, and 2 of those trees have been cut down. One still remains. When I first moved in, lightning struck that tree, destroyed that tree. Hey, Emmett.
Hey, Emmett.
And so they wound up cutting that down.
Mm.
A tornado came through, and that was one of the most dramatic moments in my life.
Yeah. Were you scared?
Well, I mean, I was moving at the time into this house, and it was 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. in the afternoon. And I just got up from a nap, and I said, I think I'm going to go over there and get another load and bring over here. And it was bright, sunshiny day in April. And all of a sudden, boom, lightning hit that tree. Torrential rain, heavy rain with marble-sized hail. out
Mm.
of nowhere. Before that happened, if you had said to me, Rex, do you think the weather can turn on a dime just very quickly? I would have thought, no, you'd probably have some warning. There was no warning. It
Yeah.
was bright one moment, and if you were standing out then, you got soaked, you got pelted by hail. And I mean, just the lightning hitting that tree just made it just a dramatic moment. It's like a God moment, of just like ushering in different weather. Boom! And it turns out it was like a 50-mile-an-hour tornado
Mm.
that was about 5 miles away. And yeah, it was a dramatic moment. And I said, well, no moving for the rest of the day. I'm not going out in torrential rain with marble-sized hail.
No.
I mean, it would be like very loud thunder, but it was lightning, and it was about less than 100 feet from my house.
Yeah.
Maybe about, from where I'm sitting right now, maybe about 30 feet. Maybe a
Man.
little more or less, something. Yeah.
Well, the night before my wedding, to the
Oh,
kid's dad,
uh-huh.
I was gone. I was staying. I can't remember where I stayed, but he stayed at my house, my mom, stepdad's house. And they were having his little party. And he went to the bathroom. And as soon as he walked out, lightning came in and struck. It struck a radio, the tank lid, and down the counter some.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, that was a sign.
I had lightning strike a friend of mine's house when I in college back in the 80s, and it really shows you that the power of lightning comes from the ground up,
Mm.
because it hit his shingles and they were all V-shaped upward and
Oh.
charred, burned. So it was amazing that it didn't burn his house down.
Yeah.
And all of them were just like, if you took a blind and you just hit it upward, split it upward.
Yeah.
I lived on a mountain for 8 years, Emmett says. We would 2 hours of heavy rain followed by sunny skies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you're at a higher altitude, the Weather Channel used to have a show. I love the show. I remember went over a friend's house, and for 12 hours straight, I watched The Prospectors. I watched every episode they had. It's people going up into, I'm thinking it's Colorado mountains, somewhere up there, high elevation, and they're
Yeah.
looking for whatever they can find, amethyst, whatever's up there. I mean, different gemstones, and very interesting show. If you've ever seen it, Prospectors, I thought it was,
Yeah.
because people were treasure hunting, and they were bringing back treasure. But when you go up there, if you see any clouds, or especially storm clouds, you get the hell out of there because you might get struck by lightning.
Yeah.
They move very quickly, and they each have a claim that they work, but then some people sneak up there and rob their claim or dig their claim while they're not there.
Yeah.
And they pull out some pretty good stuff. When the gold rush was going on in the 1800s, one gentleman went up there instead, and he said, I can only imagine this stuff was probably just lying around on the ground. He just picked it up and made a fortune. He made
Wow.
more than anybody that was prospecting for gold out in California at the time. He became a multimillionaire
Wow.
when $1 million was like $1 billion now, probably.
Yeah.
You know, how expensive was stuff back in the 1800s or, during that time, 1870s. And all he had to do was go up there, get up there and pick it up off the ground. He probably didn't even have to dig for it. It was so plentiful.
Yeah.
It was kind of unexplored. I think it was like sacred place to the crows, to the Crow tribe.
Uh-huh.
So they never, I don't know that they ever picked up anything off there and like made it for jewelry or anything, but they pretty much left it alone. It's been a sacred place.
So you're not allowed to go up there now and look.
Oh no, people go up there and dig all the time now. I mean,
Oh.
they lay a claim to a section, and it's a whole mountain range. So in the state, you have different areas, and then they take you they'll back up and say, well, let's check in with Jill over here at this part of the state, where she's digging.
Okay.
And some of them do it differently. Like they have one family, like a father, son, daughter, and maybe even his wife, and they use heavy machinery for their digging. They do it a little differently than just like hand digging, because there's different ways you can prospect, and they pull out some pretty big crystals, and it costs them so much a day to rent that heavy equipment. So you gonna break even, or I can't remember what they got for some of the larger crystals and stuff like that. Some of it goes to like collectors.
Mm-hmm.
They clean them up, and it's just kind of a decorative thing.
Yeah.
I guess like home decor and having something one of a kind, unique like that in crystal form is in like a semi-precious. And if it's a large enough, impressive enough crystals with other crystals coming off of it, and my gosh, you could get a lot of $50,000 for like one crystal.
That's crazy. Have you seen the meteorite men or whatever, where they go and find meteorite?
I haven't seen that, but yeah, I know it happens, and there's I guess they get pretty good money for that, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Because that's pretty rare to find any meteorite material. Amit says, because most of it burns up in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
You would have microclimates every 100 feet of the mountains. When it used to rain, the rain would fall on top of your head because the clouds were close to you.
Huh.
Well, yeah.
That'd be crazy.
It's distant right out there now. I could go out there and I can tell you the clouds aren't close to my head, but it's going to fall on my head. Come on, Amit.
I think I get what he's saying. It'd be like dumping water on you.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, if it's just like,
or like one of those little cartoons where the rain cloud follows the person.
Yeah. I mean, if it's that close, you have no warning, really. I mean, it just like the heavens open up and dump on you.
Mm-hmm.
That happened when I went. I used to love watching Doomsday's prep shows. Yeah, I could see where that would be fun. Watching like doom preppers, like the apocalypse is going to happen. To prep.
Okay.
Have food storage, have knives, guns, anything we need to survive.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely a thing that I mean, it's just, we've lost that pioneer spirit, Fanta, where we can't take care of ourselves in case something really goes wrong. Like I mentioned earlier in the stream, like in New York, they, over 5 years ago, and now I know maybe about 7 or 8 years ago, they had a bad flood in New York City.
Yeah.
And FEMA didn't come around for like 3 weeks to some of those areas. I
Mm.
remember when I was a kid and we had bad tornado come through in 73, the Red Cross van truck would come out and give us like ham sandwiches and stuff,
Yeah.
things like that. Make sure we had something to eat. That was nice. Love them
Yeah.
ham sandwiches. Mustard. No mayonnaise. Even then, no mayonnaise. That's before I was 73. I was probably 4, 5. Let's see. 5, 6, maybe about 7. I lived in that house till about 10. Last year, my brother bulldozed it under. I still had stickers on the doors. I wish I'd been able to go in there and kind of film in there and or take some pictures, you know, of just how small my first room was.
Yeah.
This room I'm in right now is larger than that first bedroom I had. Not by much, but it's, you know, pretty close. It's larger.
Yeah.
But I still had stickers that I stuck on the back of my brother's. I think I stuck them on my door, and for some reason we switched the doors out.
Yeah.
So my stickers wound up in my brother's room. And they were still on the doors. Like, I don't know if it was Pippi Longstockings, but came out in the early 70s. Stickers like that. I mean, ancient stickers, you know, stuck on the back of that door. And yeah, that existed up to like last year or so, last couple of years. You know, that broke my heart for him to have to tear that house down.
Yeah.
But the worker, because it was my first house I grew up in, you know, till I was 10 years old, and then we moved across the street.
Yeah.
A lot of good memories. A lot of good memories in that house. But the gentleman that worked for my brother for 30 years, he just up and left. Didn't tell anybody. After 30 years of working for him and my father, when my father was alive. He just up and left. And that house was going to be willed to him upon my mother's death.
Yeah.
But he let termites, he let it go. We checked on him for about the first 5 years he lived there.
Yeah.
And he just let that place go.
Yeah.
Where it was termite ridden and shingles were, the roof was gone. I mean, should have, you know, and the city would come out and say, you need to mow that yard all the time.
Yep.
But now that we turn the house down, there's no house. They don't care. It's just field.
Yeah.
But if you have a standing structure on there, they want you to keep it neat and clean, which I understand that.
Yeah, they did that. We have a house that my grandparents left to my mom, and then it's supposed to go to me, but they didn't do the upkeep, and so it's awful. To me, I don't want to live in it.
Yeah.
Because, like, you can, where the chimney was, water came down through and through the wall and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
And it would run off the mantle and drip into the floor. And there's a hole in the floor, and there's a little tree coming up through it.
Oh, crap. Yeah. Well, you know, money pit.
Yeah. I don't want it. I mean, it was my grandparents' house, and I grew up there, but they're not there anymore. It's just a house to me.
Emmett says, watching Doomsday Preppers, some of those people would go all out and live off the grid with their farms and water purification system. My neighbor, Terry, has the cancer right now, and she's the editor on my book because she teaches English out at the university. She can hold, she has a system put in where she can collect over at least 500 gallons of rainwater for drinking.
Yeah.
She has bars on her window and everything. We were talking about that once, and and she's a Christian lady, right?
Mhm.
And we were talking about that, and they said, and she said something that I thought was kind of not too Christian. You know, she was like, "Well, they'll get you before they get me." You know, if people riot, you know, because she's got bars on her window and this, that, and the other, and it's like,
Mhm.
well, that was a pleasant thought. But you know, you can't barricade yourself in a house. If people want you out of there, they'll burn the house down with you, you know, to
Yeah,
get you out of the house.
don't stop them coming through the door.
Yeah.
My
Pleasant thoughts for a new week.
my kids' dad, the land and stuff he left them, he was living totally off grid. Had solar panels and generators, and there was a waterfall down the road where he'd go get his water. Stuff like that. It's
Oh,
just a
we
nine.
down there at the farm, we had a family come. I remember I was a boy, and they asked if they could turn the well on from time to time and get some well water to drink because they didn't have indoor plumbing. We
Mm,
took some new and used toys to them on Christmas. They had a couch with springs poking out.
mm,
They had a concrete floor. When you wanted to drink, they had like a basin and ladle, and they had an outhouse.
wow.
There might be poorer, but they're in much poorer than that, Fanta, out in the middle, you know, relatively nowhere.
Yeah.
No running water, no running septic, hard
Mm,
concrete floor, no carpet, no rugs, really, that I can remember. Old furniture, probably maybe something that somebody threw away. I don't know.
yeah.
Amazing. But you know, I went over to Paragould, small, you know, I mean, city, not really what, you know, I mean, I don't know what their population is. Might be over, might be over 20,000, might be. I don't know. Uh, I mean, it's not huge, but not as big as Jonesboro where I live here, but which is about 65,000 maybe more, you
Yeah.
know. So we're a university, you know, we have a university out here.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think, and it's too early in the morning. What I was talking
Maybe.
about, what I was talking about.
You're talking about the people that were really poor, and then you got to the population of
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I got nothing. Uh, but yeah, there's some poor over there. Oh. There was a building called, I want to say, the Schaefer House or something like that. I went in there to invite people to the mission or to the church services or something like that. I think it
Mm-hmm.
was to invite them to our church, which was a few blocks away. Uh, and my God, it looked like a New York tenement. Didn't
Mm,
see any rats, but most people had padlocks to lock their door with to their apartments in there
yeah.
when they left. On
Hey,
the
Joe.
second floor, right above the manager's office, was this gigantic hole that anybody could step in.
Yeah.
A huge hole in the concrete floor or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened, but it's a wonder the city, no one came in there and inspected that apparently and said, you got to get this fixed. This is a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Yeah.
We're going to shut you down if you don't get this fixed by today. And it stayed that way for a while. I guess people just remembered it was there and walked around. But if you were reading a newspaper or something, walking down the hallway, you going down. Because that was like two people could jump through that hole.
Yeah.
It was that big. I said, I had no idea that in this town that there was a place that was this bad.
Yeah.
Good morning. Now it's tore down, thankfully. But when they were renovating it once, this workman fell off of it and killed himself
Oh
by
gosh.
accident,
Yeah.
doing some of the outward renovation. Just an accident.
Yeah. Sad though.
Oh yeah. I mean, but life happens. So does death.
Yeah.
Just saying. And it's always the sad thing because we get attached to things and people, and
Yep.
anybody, they say no man's an island. When no person is an island, we need other people. We need interaction. That's just the way we're hardwired. Now, a lot of people that live off the grid, I don't need anybody. Okay.
Well, the kid's dad had his girlfriend there and his dog, so.
Oh. Well, I would have rather had you there. And the love shack baby with the love blanket. Oh yeah. And popcorn and a movie. We could cuddle. Yes. Anyway. I guess I better go call the Chevy place. Well, I'm not, but there's stuff I need to do today.
Okay.
There's always something I need to do. I mean,
Yeah.
why would I want to stick around and talk to a beautiful young lady? I don't know why I would want to, but I don't want to overextend myself. My stay. I might offend the but I do appreciate you coming in. It was a lot of fun, as always.
Well, thanks for having me on.
What did
awesome.
you think about the wraparound cover?
I think it's going to be epic.
Yes. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see it after it's inked.
Yeah.
Yeah. To see what Peter does with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We shall see.
It'll
I hope
be
people
awesome.
enjoy it.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah. I've made about $2,000 in the last two weeks.
With your eBay sales?
Yep.
That's awesome.
All right. I bought a deep freeze. If I get my truck back, I'm supposed to go over there and get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like a square box. They had one that was a little bit higher that was camouflaged. I didn't need that. Maybe I should have got it. Maybe I should have been one of those off the grid survival mode people and bought one that was camo. But I
don't understand why it would be camouflaged.
Well, I mean, hunters, duck blinds, things like that. Because my brother goes, he's got a hot plate down there. They do sausage, eggs, and whatnot in the duck blind.
Oh, okay.
And stuff. Yeah. Some of them have some. My brother rents out duck blinds. They sign 5-year contracts sometimes with the option of renewal. Yeah. And they usually renew. There's a lot of people like to duck hunt down here and goose hunt.
Yeah. Didn't you say that one person said they got 40-something ducks?
Yeah, my brother and his sons.
That is your brother. Okay.
42.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Crazy.
awesome.
That's
And
crazy.
he probably does that about every day.
Wow.
He's probably got the choicest spot, the spot he likes. So he's probably
Yeah.
tried all 5 spots. But he rents out 4. He makes good money in the off season just by renting out those, place for them to go shoot ducks. He'll probably pump up, the fields or whatever, pump up whatever. Some of it you don't have to because he's got some land down there like on a river. So I don't know
Yeah.
if he has to pump up anything, but a lot of people do. That's
Yeah.
when in 1990, May 29th, on my eldest daughter's birthday, almost died. We were driving through in a gas truck with 2,000 gallons of gas. And we ran up on we got to talking, and it was foggy. You couldn't hardly see anything. Thick fog. And the reason being, a lot of moisture in the air, right? Why? Because you're down there around the fields and they pumped them up for duck hunting.
Yeah.
And it was cold. There was frozen ice and stuff, maybe even some snow on the ground. And we ran up on the stop sign and made the turn, but the surge of the gas splashing up against the side of the tank killed us right over.
Mm.
I went flying across the passenger seat, knocked the gear shift off with my knee, which I don't even remember. I had a bruise there.
Yeah.
And wound up on my back. I don't even remember hitting the ground. I must have had an angel underneath me. My Batman cap that I was wearing got saturated with gas. I retrieved it once they got the truck back up, but it was ruined. Smelled like gas.
Yeah. There's no getting that smell out.
But one spark, and boom, no
Yeah.
wreck. Ran up under a combine once. I ran off the road a couple times. Hit a 7-point deer that spun me all around.
Mm.
I shouldn't be here. And hence I'm leaving. Excelsior. Bye.
Bye.